It's Thursday, March 5th, and I'm gonna tell my job today that I don't want to get server trained because now I finally know what I want to do, or at least I know which direction I want to head towards, which is art fabrication. And so we're gonna start to look into art fabrication jobs. I don't know where to start. I think Coachella has always had these like big sculptures and these big art installations and art pieces that they've had. And I think that might be a good start to see if I can work with those artists. Yeah, last night something just clicked in me as I was working. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be server trained. No, the job that I'm currently at, it was only supposed to be a temporary thing, and it was there for basically for me to kind of just figure out what I want to do. And since I know what I want to do now I can finally kind of head in that direction and get away from this job that I don't like. So we'll see what that looks like this week. And I'm excited and nervous, but I think I'm very excited because it's something new and it's going to be something that I'll be able to work with my hands, like a physical thing, which I'm very excited for. I originally did sign up for like a woodshop class for Santa Monica City College, but just got the email that the summer classes that they have is not available, so I'll have to find something else. Maybe I'll take like actual woodshop classes, which are a bit expensive, but if it's a start, then I'll just take a class and see how that goes. And so that's the update at the moment. We'll see what my week looks like and see what I find throughout the week. But thank God for finally going in some sort of direction. Yay! So I just finished making some bread and I had sandwich materials. I finished all the bread because I made sandwiches for me and my housemate for our volleyball games last Sunday and I ran out of bread. So in my mind, I'm like, how hard could it be to make bread? With that thought, I just kind of looked up how to make bread. This is how the bread turned out. Turned out really good. It was a tad bit salty, but overall, the bread was pretty good, and then I just made a sandwich out of the bread that I made with the leftover sandwich like materials like cheese and the ham and the arugula. It got me thinking about how I should approach my life. I think the way I approached making that loaf of bread is how I should actually just go ahead and chase after my life, just very simply. I'm realizing the more I think about what to do and I try to plan a lot of my life, the more planning that comes, the more I second guess myself and the more I don't actually do it. For example, I started working on the painting this week, like actually painting it. I'm having so much fun with it. I had a general idea of what to do with the color and I just started painting with it. I'm just finding a lot more joy when I'm actually painting than thinking about painting, if that makes any sense. It's a good revelation because now I'm trying to think of how I can use this to apply or how I should focus on my future. Because I've been looking at art fabrication or like art handling jobs because that's kind of where I want to be, where I just want to work with my hands more because I've been in the digital art world for a while now. I've done like freelance work for like music videos. I worked in animation film production, which I thought is where I wanted to be, but I don't want to work in a lot of digital stuff anymore because AI is kind of trying to take over the world. But I want to be more skillful with my hands and just do a lot more things like physical works of art. So I think that's where my vision and my future is. I think my best approach is kind of just follow what interests me and then head in that direction. So even if it is art handling, I'll be in art handling, but I think if I have a general idea of what I want to do for my future, but not plan out all the small steps in between, I think I should be fine. I'm just trying to make a sandwich, you know? Like my future is my sandwich. If I need things like a loaf of bread, I'll just make a loaf of bread along the way. I think that's how I'm gonna approach March. I'm gonna approach March like that, where I just think simply because I've been journaling for about like 2 years, 2 or 3 years now. I started because of The Artist's Way, the book that Dochi was reading and using to like basically get to her more creative self. And I didn't finish the book because it felt like it didn't gear towards me. It had good concepts which I took from it, like the morning pages, and I think that's the only thing I took from it. Because of that book, I've been journaling for about like 2, 3 years now, and reading back on some of my journal entries, I always seem to figure it out. No matter where I'm at. Literally last year, I was in someone else's couch, and I somehow got through that. So I'm not too worried about my future. If I just leave this worry behind me and just kind of just go in simply the joy of discovering my future, focusing on producing more physical works of art, I should be okay. So we'll see how that goes. I think so far it's going great. I'm excited to wake up for the next day. I'm excited to like work on my painting. I'm excited to bake and cook new things. So I think I'm headed in the right direction. Yeah. So we'll see.